Okay, so we're going to start by sitting in a nice comfortable position. So whatever that means for you, either cross-legged or on your knees, kneeling, legs out front, whatever's good for you, but just make sure you can feel completely connected to the ground and to the floor beneath you. So maybe just move that flesh away if you need. I'm just going to come to start by closing down the eyes and just bringing yourselves into a nice upright position. So make sure your shoulders are stacked over your hips. Depending on what your posture is normally, you might have a tendency to kind of fall forward. So just bring yourselves back. Let the shoulders release. So just pull them up to the ears first of all and then roll them down the back. Just give them a little bit of movement and just let them settle down so that they're nice and relaxed. Bring your hands to your knees, palms facing up. And we'll come to focus on our breathing. So take a nice big inhale through the nose. Exhale through the nose. Just continue with nice steady breathing. If you can, for a count of 4, inhaling and exhaling. And as you inhale, feel the new energy coming into your body, reaching all those nooks and crannies, breathing new life into all those areas. Maybe reaching some parts that you can feel are holding tension. And as you exhale, releasing everything out, feel your body soften. Using this time to just find your inward place, the place inside where you can leave everything else behind, move away from the outside world, just coming into your own place where all you do is focus on your breathing. A place where everything is okay. As you continue to inhale, just soften around your face, uncrinkle any wrinkles in your forehead, soften around the eyes, soften around the jaw, release the tongue from the roof of your mouth, unclench your teeth. Take a nice big inhale, really expand all the way up through your lungs. And exhale, share everything out to the bottom. And then you can blink open the eyes if you want to, or leave them shut, however you feel. And we're just going to take the right ear towards the right shoulder for a nice gentle stretch in the neck on the left hand side. If you want to, if you need that a little bit more, you can just place your right hand gently on your left ear just to add a little bit of weight, but don't go pulling. And then come back up through center, bring your left ear towards your left shoulder, stretching down the right side. Again, use your right hand on the left ear if that feels okay. And then we're just going to use our chin to bring it down across our collarbone, sweep side to side. All the way across, left to right. feels okay in your neck, you can take it all the way around the back. And then back the other direction. Lovely. And then we're going to just fold forward from the hips. So just take your hands out in front of you onto the tops of your fingertips and just inch your hands forward, so creating a nice stretch in that lower back. Take a nice big inhale here. As you exhale, just see if you can incy those fingers forward a little bit more. And then bring your hands back towards your body. We're going to roll straight over onto all fours. So coming into your tabletop position, hips over knees, shoulders over wrists, fingers spread nice and wide. We come into some cat-cows. So as you inhale, drop the belly, lift the head, pull the chest through, and then exhale, reverse into that cat. Push the ground away from you, so you pull up through the shoulders, push down through the front of the feet. Inhale, drop the belly, and imagine pulling your hands towards your knees. That will help bring your chest through. Exhale into cat, moving mindfully all the way from the top of your neck to your tailbone. And just do a couple more here. And then come to neutral. I'm just going to extend the right foot out behind us first of all. So keep the toes on the floor and just rock forwards over your toes, stretching out the hamstrings first of all. So just bringing your shoulders slightly over your wrists, just as you wake up that hamstring, really push out through the heel of your right foot. And then swap legs over, take the left out, toes on the floor, push out through the heel first of all, and then start moving backwards and forwards, waking up that hamstring. Lovely. Then bring yourselves back to tabletop position. We're going to tuck our toes and then sit back on your heels first of all, stretching out through the soles of the feet. That should feel really nice. And push away with your hands, push back with your feet, and you should find a little bit of lift off the mat from your knees. And then you can extend your sit bones up and away into your downward dog. You might need to reposition your hands, reposition your feet. Just start to pedal through the dog, moving through the knees, through the hips. Remembering to breathe, take a nice big inhale and exhale. And then walk your hands back towards your feet, letting your tummy rest on the tops of your thighs to keep the knees nice and soft. And we'll just come into our forward fold, so let the neck go, release that out. Yes, yes, no, no. Taking hold of opposite elbows, just coming into your ragdoll stretch. Maybe just sway side to side as you push those sit bones up to the sky. Taking a nice big inhale. And exhale to release. And again, nice big inhale. And exhale. And then release the hands from the elbows. Take your arms out to the side. Just gently bring yourselves all the way up to standing. Nice and slow. Hands reach nice and tall to the sky. Fingertips reaching as high as you can. And then bring the hands down to heart center. So standing in a Tadasana position, maybe you have your feet hip width apart. That feels better for your back. Or you can have your feet together. We're just going to find your grounding, so really root through your feet. So find the equal weight between the widest part of your feet and in your heel. Maybe just bring the weight back slightly into your heels. Lifting up through the arches and engaging all the front leg chain, engaging around the tummy. Shoulders nice and relaxed, and then just let the arms fall down by the sides of the body, palms facing forward, lifting up through the crown of the head, chin is parallel to the floor. Just close the eyes, take a nice big inhale and exhale. One more nice big inhale and exhale. And just coming into a sun salutation, so take the arms out to the side, nice and wide, reaching tall through the fingertips. Exhale as you hinge forward from the hips, bend the knees, coming forward, forward fold. Inhale here, bringing yourselves up to a flat back, looking forward to extend through the chest, lengthening the spine. Exhale, release, fold forward again. This time, plant the hands on the mat, take your right leg out behind you and your left, and we're going to drop the knees straight away and bring the chest and the chin to the floor, elbows stay close to the body. Push down through the pelvis, come into a small back bend, baby cobra. And then exhale, replace the hands, tuck the toes, push yourselves back up through into downward dog. Take a nice big inhale here. Looking up between the hands, we're going to take the right leg out behind us and then sweep that leg up between the hands, coming into our low lunge first of all, looking forward. And then we're going to rise up, push down through the right foot, extend the arms up. So sinking into that high lunge position. You're on the ball of the left foot, nice strong bend in the front knee. Nice big inhale. And exhale. One more inhale, and on the exhale, we're going to spin that left foot around so we come into a warrior two position. So extend the arms out at shoulder height. Looking over the right hand. Nice and relaxed in the shoulders. And just check in with your knee, make sure your right knee is just in the same direction as your toes, tracking over your toes. On the next breath, we're going to drop that right hand down the inside of your right foot to the floor or wherever you can get to, and extend the left hand to the sky, side angle pose. Keep that chest nice and open. As you inhale, bring yourselves back up into that warrior two position. And then we're going to pivot round on that back left foot, back onto the ball of the foot into that high lunge. Take a nice big inhale. And then we're going to shift the weight forward into the right foot and just bring the left knee up to hip height. So shift forward and then bring that left knee up in front of you to hip height. You can bring your hands to the heart center or to your waist for the balance. And I'm going to cross that left ankle over the right knee of the standing leg, and then sit your thumbs back down behind you as if you were sitting in a chair. Bring the hands to the heart center, whatever feels good. Take a nice big inhale. And keep smiling. If you can, sink those hips a little bit lower. And then we're going to extend all the way up. Undo the leg. And then replace that left foot down, nice and controlled, to the floor. Just walk out the legs. The right one was feeling a little bit sticky. And then we're going to come into sun salutation again. So take the arms out nice and wide, reaching up nice and tall. Exhale, fold forward from the hips. Keep a nice bend in the knee. Forward fold. Inhale, coming up to flat back, extend out through the crown of the head. Exhale, fold forward, plant the hands on the mat. This time take the left leg out behind you and the right. Drop the knees, bring the chest and the chin down to the mat. Laying on the mat, bring yourselves into a baby cobra, small back bend. Exhale, tuck the toes, push yourselves up into downward dog. Take a nice big inhale here. And exhale. And we're going to lift the left leg up behind us and then sweep it all the way up between the hands. First of all, coming into a low lunge, runner's lunge, and then push through the left foot to bring yourselves up into that high lunge position. Really pushing the energy out through that heel at the back. And then we're going to spin around on that right heel, bringing ourselves into warrior two. So arms are out. Imagine being pulled in both directions. Shoulders nice and relaxed. Looking out over the left hand. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale, maybe sink a little bit further. Then we're going to drop that left hand down the inside of the left leg. Maybe you can get to the floor, but if you can't, that's fine. And the right hand extends towards the ceiling, to the sky, into our side angle pose. Chest remains nice and open. Keep breathing. Lovely, nice job. And then bring yourselves up, back into warrior two. Take a nice big inhale. And then we're going to spin around on the back foot, back onto the ball of the foot into our high lunge. So settle your breathing, come back to your breath. And then we're going to transfer all the way into the left foot as we float the right knee up in front of us. Bring the hands to the waist or to the heart center for balance. And then place that right ankle over the left standing knee, and then sit yourselves back into that chair. Keep smiling, take a nice big inhale. As you exhale, can you just drop those hips a little bit? Lovely. Okay, and then we're going to extend, undo our leg, replace it with control down to the mat. And then give that left leg a little bit of a shake it all out. Take a drink if you need to. And then come back to your mat. We're going to come straight into a wide-legged stance. So just have your toes kind of just facing inwards a little bit. So your heels kind of extending out. Bring your hands to your waist. Pulling up through the pelvis, pelvic area. And as we are going to inhale to rise nice and tall, and then exhale to fold forward from the hips. Bringing the hands underneath your face onto the mat. Taking a nice big inhale here. And exhale to release further. So pulling up through the arches of the feet, engaging all the inner leg muscles, the abductor muscles. Walk your hands over to the left foot, sorry. And if you can get to the outside ankle, grab hold of your ankle, take a nice big inhale, find the stretch down the right hand side of your body. And then move your hands back through center, over to the right foot. Again, grab on the outside of your foot if you can get there. Or wherever you can, just to find that stretch down the left side of the body. And then bring yourselves back to center. And using your two fingers, take your fingers around your big toes. And just as you exhale, just let your elbows take you down as far as you can. Just work to your edge. And then release your fingers. Bring your hands back to your waist, and then gently bring yourselves all the way up to standing. And then hop your feet back into the middle of your mat. And then just going to come onto the tippy toes and staying on your tiptoes, you're going to gently lower ourselves all the way down into that chair position. Going to hold it here for a moment. Take a nice big inhale. And exhale. Really working on the ankle stability here, working the calves, engaging the core. Can you just dip those hips down and keep your position, keep your chest upright. Keep going, and then eventually find your way, however gracefully or ungracefully, to the mat. Sit yourselves all the way down. Okay, so we're going to have our legs out nice and long. We're going to engage our toes and pull them back towards the body. We're going to bring the left sole of the right foot to the inside of the, oh, I've got my left and right mixed up. Left leg, right foot. Track your torso over your left leg. We're going to take a nice big inhale, raise the arms. And as you exhale, fold forward from the hips. So really push down through the heel in your left foot. Push your right foot and your left thigh in together. We want to find length in the spine. So we think about moving our head towards our shin. And take a nice big inhale. And exhale, bring yourselves up. And then we're going to take the right hand behind us and then extend the hips up, stretching everything else out, really stretching across the front body, mini rock star. And then exhale, place everything back to the floor. Going to swap over legs, bring the left foot into the right inner thigh. Move your torso so it's over the long leg, and then inhale, take the hands to the ceiling. Exhale, fold forward. Remembering to push everything together, engage in everything. Nice big inhale. And exhale to bring yourselves up. And then use your left hand behind you. And then push up from the hips. Lift your body. Really stretch out all across the front chain of the body. Opening up over the chest. Reaching through those fingertips. And then exhale, lower yourselves all the way down. Bring both soles of the feet together. Coming into our Baddha Konasana. So bring the soles of the feet as close to your body as is comfortable. Use your hands to open your feet out like a book. Push the energy out through the knees. And again, engage in all these inner thighs to help you open up from the hips. Just close down the eyes here for a moment and take a few nice inhales and exhales. And on your next breath, if you want to, you can take that fold forward. So use your elbows around your shins, helping you to bring your chest forward. And then inhale, bring yourselves up. Use your hands to bring your knees back together. Take your hands out behind you. Just bring your feet slightly in front. We're going to windscreen wiper the knees side to side. And then just come back to center. Take yourself all the way down onto your back. Keep your knees bent and facing up towards the ceiling. Take your arms out in a crucifix. And we're going to drop the knees to the left hand side and then take your gaze over to the right. Just feeling a nice stretch in the lower back. Keeping both shoulders on the floor. Take a nice big inhale here. Feel how the belly rises. On your next breath, bring your knees back up through center and then gently take them over to the opposite side, shifting your gaze over to the left. And then bring your knees back up through center. Bring both knees into your chest and give yourself a nice tight squeeze. Really pull those knees in tight. And lift your forehead towards your knees so you stretch out along your neck. And then release your legs and take them down onto your mats, coming into our final pose, our Shavasana. So lay your body out nice and long. Let everything fall heavy so that you find as much connection with the mat as possible. Let your feet fall out at your ankles, arms down by the side, palms facing up nice and open. Really push down through those shoulders. Imagine someone is putting a little bit of weight there so you can feel completely connected. Closing down the eyes if you haven't done so already, and letting go of the breath. So just take these moments of stillness to completely bring in all the nourishment, all the energy you've created in your practice. So just starting to bring awareness back into your body. Starting to wiggle the fingers, wiggle the toes. Becoming aware of your environment. And just wake up the body, take the arms out overhead and give yourself a nice big Superman stretch. Take a nice big inhale. And then exhale through the mouth, let everything go. And again, a nice big tense of the whole body, fingers to toes. Big inhale through the nose and big exhale through the mouth. Using your right arm as a pillow, just roll yourselves over onto your right hand side. Maybe bring the knees up into a fetal position. And in your own time, but keeping your eyes closed, just bring yourselves up into a comfortable seated position. Sitting nice and tall, bring your hands to prayer into the heart center, thumbs pressing against the sternum, connecting to the kindness. Pushing your hands together, harmonizing the left and right side of the brain. Gently dipping your chin in gratitude to the bodies that have enabled you to practice this evening. Thank you so much for joining me tonight. I hope you enjoyed the practice. It's been my absolute pleasure teaching you, and I'll probably come back to it in a couple of months. But for now, namaste and thank you.
Namaste.
Thanks, everyone.
Thanks for all your time.
That's all right. Thank you. I'll speak to you all soon.
Yeah. Thanks, Emma.
Thanks, Emma. Much appreciated.
Yeah.
Nice meeting you. Bye.
Yeah, nice meeting you too. It was lovely.
Take care. Bye.
Take care.
Bye.
Bye.